This video is the first in a series of 3 providing an overview of dbGaP's submission process. The videos represent the 3 main steps in a study submission: register your study, submit your data, and review and release your study. Together, the 3 videos help new submitters understand what is needed and offer tips for navigating the process as efficiently as possible. So what is dbGaP? In simple terms, dbGaP is a searchable archive of human studies that measure the association between genotype and phenotype. If you want more background, see the recent video, What is dbGaP? A link to that and the other 2 videos in this series is at the end of this video. Why submit your large-scale human data to dbGaP? In addition to fostering scientific discoveries, there are practical reasons. For example, dbGaP provides permanent identifiers that can be updated over time and used in publications. And the dbGaP is governed by the NIH Genomic Data Sharing Policy that describes expectations for sharing data that require controlled access managed by the NIH Data Access Committees. Let's review the first step in the submission process, registering your study. The first step in registration is to identify a GPA, the Genomic Program Administrator, because investigators cannot directly register a study on their own. GPAs are designated by each NIH institute or center, also called an IC, and you can consult your program officer to identify the appropriate GPA. If you wish to register a non-NIH funded study, contact the IC or office that is most closely aligned with the purpose of the research you are submitting. To initiate the registration, your GPA will first request some basic study information, including the number of participants, data types, consent groups, and institutional certifications. Let's review the relationship between consent groups and institutional certifications. You can get help completing an institutional certification on this NIH Scientific Data Sharing page. I'll go to the section on data use limitations. A consent group in dbGaP is defined by the data use limitations, or DULs. In simple terms, how the data will be used. The DUL is based on your consent forms. Each consent group comprises one standard data use limitation with any number of modifiers. To maximize the potential for important research and public health impacts, adhere to the limitations specified in your consent forms and avoid restrictions that are beyond your consent forms. Note that a study can have multiple consent groups. However, each person in the study can only belong to a single consent group. If a person maps to multiple groups, please pick the most stringent group for that person. And be aware that consent groups dictate handling of your data files, including how they will be split in processing, prepared for release, and requested. One final point is that consent group information must be stable. If you change the consent groups after processing has begun, your study will go to the end of the queue for reprocessing. After you have provided all the basic study information, the GPA will initiate the registration. That's all for Part 1. For more information and help, please see the dbGaP submission guide. And you can send questions to dbGaP-sp-help@ncbi.nlm.nih.gov.